the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Hayah, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shai. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who are well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth at the four ends of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Allah who listen learner. If you sister who listen learner. Mazah, you coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. The day of edification, Lord, will be edifying. So I titled this lesson, this Holy Spirit is the best thing that can happen to our life. But persecution is coming. And you hear the apostles and elder bishop, elder brothers talk about, you got the Jacob's trouble, which is mentioned in Jeremiah 30. And then they tell you it was in Daniel 12. And in Matthew 24, that's going to be a time on earth that has never been before. So it was just something I was thinking about. We always listening to edifying, amazing lessons, very edifying lessons from all different brothers, dealing with how beautiful the kingdom gonna be, and dealing with, being righteous, all Israel being righteous. But before we get to that, to the kingdom, it's gonna be a real serious time, man. A real serious time we gotta deal with. You already gotta remember. Now, as Yahweh Shah said, it's men that's gonna be on earth this is their last time being born through a woman. It's men that not one they have shall be touched. But then you got those that may be put to death. As Yahweh Shah said, which I'm going to read a couple precepts, Yahweh Shah said, in John 15, if they persecuted me, they shall do you the same. In these accounts that happened to the apostles, to the men that was following Yahweh Shah. And does tell you in Ecclesiastes 1, it's going to happen again. There is nothing new under the sun. So I was just thinking about the different accounts of these persecutions, because you got these 2/3. The Lord said in Matthew 23, dealing with these wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, when they said, if we had been in the time of these prophets, we would not have killed them, which I'm going to read, Lord willing. But Yahweh shall say, you witness against yourself, because you are they. And you got these guys today, because all this is leading to, they tired of hearing the name of Yahweh Shah. They tired of hearing the name Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And the Lord said it, you shall be hated for my name's sake. And this is what's happening. You got people these men and these women that's following these men. They tired of hearing the name of the Lord, man. So these old spirits, these same spirits back over and over, and you got brothers, as the scriptures say, they kids, family members. Your family members, you got kids. They're gonna uh basically point you, snitch you out to be put to death. These things that I constantly think about. As we always meditate on the kingdom of heaven and how beautiful it's going to be all righteous, living righteous, breathing clean air. The kids you get to enjoy your kids for real, for real. You don't got to worry about your kids. You get in rest. It's gonna be beautiful. But we gotta we gotta get there first. We gotta go through these. As a matter of fact, let me get this. As a matter of fact, as the spirit just told me to get this because this ain't one of my precepts. But just to read this in Acts 14 and 22, it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter to the kingdom of heaven. So, from that precept, these are two precepts that I didn't have. From that precept, through much tribulation shall we enter to the kingdom. This is Second Ezra chapter 7. It reads, I'm gonna start at 1. When I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights before, of 4. And he said unto me, up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, speak on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then can go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? And he went not through. Salakia, if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon, the entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left of deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. And I mentioned this time before. This is like going to the kingdom of heaven in a single file line. That's how narrow the path is. Only one man can enter there at once. So this is a single file line, which is the elect, the hopeful elect, return to Yahweh Shema Shah decently and in order, with integrity. This is returning back to Yahweh Shema Shah decently and in order. This is a single file line. If the city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So, got to go through these trials and tribulations, adversities, and afflictions. And Yahweh Shah said, let's go here. This is John 15. We start at verse 17. It reads, These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Why? Because of the truth. And when you read in Zechariah 8, the Lord says, speak ye truth in the gates. He hate false oath. So it reads, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. So the names of Yahweh Shema Rashah is going to cause, as in the days of old. Let me get this. This is Matthew, and that's why the Lord say, a man's foes is going to be they of his own house. So you may be dealing with brother that's a part of your camp. That's one of your houses. You know, you got your physical temple, right? You got your, which is your home. You know, you got your spiritual temple, which is you. Then you got the brother that you, unless you by yourself, you got brother that you camp with, fellowship with. Hey, some of them gonna be that, man. Lord willing, the hopeful elect, us that's, being diligent. Lord willing, the Lord keep the spirit on us to endure, the Holy Spirit to endure to the end and keep fighting. Cause that's just something I can't see myself doing, man. Knowing what I know, knowing what we know, but the scriptures, for the most part, it's gonna be 2/3 niggas, 2/3 family members, 2/3 those. Hey, those who you got kids. The scriptures say, let's read this. Family members, kids, wives, girlfriends, whatever. Matthew 10 and 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So for the name of the Lord, man. And it's like, as Apostle Gabal say, repetition is the father's skill. So the more you hear these names, Yahweh Shema Washah, it's vexing, man. It's gonna get vexing to people. Some are, it is right now, man, because these niggas just done threw away the name of the Lord, man. But I want to get this. Because this is Matthew 23. So this happened in the old. And I'm gonna get a couple of these precepts too. I got these precepts I want to read. This is Matthew 23. And I'm gonna start at verse 32. It reads, hold on here. This is what Yahushua said. Hold on, I gotta go up to right here. Let's start at verse 27. It reads, woe unto you. Woe unto you, verse 27. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are inwardly full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. Even so, ye also outwardly pure righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. And you see this happening today with these guys that's not teaching sound doctrine. You know who they is. It reads, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, sepulchres, Salakia, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would have not been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. This is what they saying. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers, right? Because every third or fourth generation you return, same spirit, different body, same family lot. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. Ye serpents, ye generations of vipers, how can you escape the damnation of hell? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. And it's heavy because at the time, Paul was one of them that remember persecuted from city to city. It reads, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. Right? So when you go to this, when it say that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth of the righteous, Abel unto the blood of Zechariah son of Barachias. Right? When you go to Second Chronicles, let's go to this. Second Chronicles 24, 17. It reads, now after the death of Jehoiada came the prince of Judah and made obeisance to the king. Let me see what this word means. Hold on here. I meant to look this up earlier. I read it before, but I never looked the word up. H7812.
Strong's H7812. Shacha. Shacha.
You see, to bow down before superior in homage. You see, crouch, fall down. Okay, humble, beseech. Reverence, make to stoop. Okay, so he was being humble or bowing down. So it say, now after the death of Jehoiada came the princes of Judah and made obeisance to the king. Then the king hearkened unto him, and they left the house of Yahweh with power of their fathers, and served groves and idols. And wrath came upon Judah and Jerusalem for this their trespasses. Jake, always following that damn wickedness, man. Yet he sent prophets to them to bring them again unto Yahweh, and they testified against them, but they would not give ear. And the spirit of power came unto Zechariah, the son of Jehoiada, the priest, which stood above the people, and said unto them, Thus saith God, why transgress ye the commandments of Yahweh, that ye cannot prosper? Because ye have forsaken Yahweh, he have also forsaken you. And they conspired against him, and stoned him with stones at the commandment of the king in the court of the house of the Lord. See, this is First Kings 18:1. The Lord always sent the prophet. You see, it say he sent the prophets. This is say Obadiah meets Elijah. First Kings 18:1. And it came to pass after many days that the word of Yahweh came to Elijah in the third year, saying, Go show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared Yahweh greatly, for it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of Yahweh that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water. See, the point is that Jezebel cut off the prophets. Let me get this. And there's a time coming when these things will be so, man. Again, as a matter of fact, let me get this. Ecclesiastes 1:9. So we listen to the apostles, elder bishops, and elder brothers, but it's a mixture, man, because the apostles and elder bishop brothers always go into Jacob's trouble and the persecution, and it's real, man. It happened, and it's going to happen again. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It have been already of old time, which was before us. See, let's get this one in 3. Because I want to get these 2 precepts I just thought about just now. Lord willing, if I don't forget. Ecclesiastes 3:14. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it that men shall fear before him. See, this is all about the fear Yahweh Shema Shai, which is warnings, is mercy to the hopeful elect, man. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and God required that which is past. So remember, during the time of the Greeks, let's read this. Antiochus did this, man. And the Romans did it. And America did it. Let's get this. This is Daniel's 8:10. This is dealing with Antiochus Epiphanes, right? So it's talking about the he-goat. Let me read up. It say Daniel 8:9. And out of one of them came forth a little horn out of the 4 generals of Alexander. When you read up, it say, and out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great, towards the south and towards the east and toward the pleasant land being Jerusalem, Israel, right? This is the time, this was Antiochus did during the time of the Greeks, out of the Seleucids. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. And here's the point I want to make. And it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Who is this? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in Jerusalem during the time when Antiochus was pissed off because he lost that battle with Ptolemy, man. When you read in Maccabees, and waxed great, and it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. These stars were Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. This was the time of the Greeks, right? Well, this one here is the time of the Romans. Revelations 12. Which were all Edomites, so-called white people. Now this reads, Revelations chapter 12 and 3. And there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, the Roman Empire, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. What did he do? And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven. What did he do? And did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So it said his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. Just what it just said in Daniel's 8. Same thing Antiochus did during the time of the Greeks. The Romans did it. Why is I'm making this point? Matthew, because this is going to happen again, man. What is it? Matthew 11 and 12. Remember what it say? And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. Who? Who took it by force? The Edomites, the so-called white man. The Greeks did it. The Romans did it. And in this time, what happened? Did not the elites take the land of Israel by force? Yeah, they did. We wasn't there, but you had those so-called Palestinians, which Palestinians go back to Philistine, which are the Hamites. So, but they took it and pushed these Arabs to one side. They took it by force. Again, they did the third time in this last empire, man. The so-called white man took the land of Israel by force, man. Can't make it up. So let me get this. I want to read Jeremiah. Just something I was thinking about, man. Poda did this lesson yesterday, but I got caught up in a situation. Lord willing, it's fixed now. Lord willing. Jeremiah 30 and 7. And it kind of killed my energy yesterday. I kind of got thrown off in Salaki because I was supposed to be better than that. I done went through enough. To not let nothing bother my spirit, but it got me. And all I had to say, as I do all the time, Lord, I failed this test. That's all I can say. I failed that test yesterday. But anyway, Jeremiah 30 and 7, the loss for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So there's coming a time that has never been. And it ain't just talking about 2/3 being destroyed by famine and pestilence and teeth of wild beasts, as the scripture says is going to happen. But it's also going to be a trying of the hopeful elect, man. Real serious times. Daniel 12 and 1. And it tell you the Lord said it in Ezekiel 2, what was written in the book, Lamentation, Mourning, and Woe. See, it said the time of the end, and at that time, the time of the end, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So the point is, It's the time coming, man. Famine and pestilence, teeth of wild beasts, neighbor, right, sedition among men, and that's gonna be upon the 2/3. The whole elect going through trials and tribulation, adversity and afflictions now, but it's still gonna be a time of trying, man. It tell you in that Revelations 10 that the trying of the MOTB is gonna be to everybody, man. Let me get this. What is that? Matthew 24. And what is that? 24, I think it is. Just to bring these three precepts out, the one of Jeremiah 30, Daniel's 12. Let me see. This is Matthew 24. Right here. It's a 21. Matthew 24 and 21 to read. See, because this happened during the time of 70 AD. When they say right here in 19, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Talking about women that's pregnant and women that got, kids. But it tell you it's beautiful because it tell you in Jeremiah, is that Jeremiah 33, maybe? Let me see. Because the Lord said he's gonna come and save. It said women that with suckling and women with children. Yeah, Jeremiah 30, maybe 32. But the Lord said this, and this happened during the time of 70 AD. Let me see. Is it 33, maybe? No, it ain't 33. Let me see. But it mentions maybe 31. But it mentions how the Lord is going to come and save his children. And it say women that are with suckling. Somewhere in Jeremiah in the 30s. I don't know where it said right off. Salakia. Trying to find this real quick since I mentioned it. One of you brothers know where it said, put it on the comment board. I got it highlighted in my other phone. Hold on, I'm coming. Bear with me, man. Salakia. I hate when I can't find something. I got it highlighted, and I'm gonna read it plenty of time. But yeah, it mentions he gonna save his sons and daughters, and they shall the women shall have women that's with child. So I can't find it right off. But oh yeah, okay. There it is. The brother put it up. See, I'm in 31. I was just reading 31 too. I'm brushing over fast because I don't want to be too long with brothers and sisters. Jeremiah 31 and 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country. Beautiful. The water. I'm scrolling up, moving too fast. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them, North Country being America, Babylon the Great, and gather them from the coast of the earth, which is Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. So this women with kids and pregnant women, a great company shall return thither. The water, that's what I want. So when Yahweh Shah said this right here, this was during a time of trouble. So Matthew 24 and 19, it reads, woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. See, same thing as in Jeremiah 31 is the point I'm making. He said, but pray that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. As a matter of fact, let me highlight that in this phone. My other phone I use, I got on a charger. As a matter of fact, let me highlight that real quick. Salakia. Yep. Beautiful, man. These things happen, man. Real time. It say, but then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So there's a precept in Luke. Apostle Hart brought this out maybe about 2 years ago or so. Was that Luke 19? Is it 43? Let me see. Maybe 43. Yep, right here. Because remember, Yahweh Shai made the point in Luke 21 about Jerusalem shall come past with troops. So this is Luke 19, and this is what they did, man. I mean, you could pull it up. I had looked at it some years ago. I think I had brought it up at a camp maybe a few months ago. When Jerusalem was besieged by the Babylonians, it was like 17, 18 months, man. They encamped around, so and wasn't no going out and coming in, wasn't no food, right? When you read in was that 2 Kings 8? Yep, 2 Kings 8, dealing with the besiege of Samaria. These women were eating their kids, which is in Lamentations 4, mentions that how they said the pitiful women have sodden their own children. Let's go back to that 2 Kings 8. So this is Luke 19 and 43 reads, for the day shall come upon thee that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee. This is going to happen again because it's going to be martial law, man. It's going to be martial law in the city. To tell you that in 2nd Ezra. For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee around and keep thee in on every side. Just thought about a precept, right? And shall lay thee even with the ground. See, what did Antiochus do in Daniel 8? He brought us down to the ground. What the Romans do? Same thing, man. And shall lay thee even to the ground, and thy children with thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. And this goes to, we was doing this Saturday, bringing out 1 Corinthians 14, starting at 6, reading down to 8, about the trumpet being blown, and then you got these guys that's giving this uncertain sound. We brought the one in Ezekiel 7:14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go to the battle. Right? These guys ain't giving the right trumpet. They ain't giving the right sound. So it said, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. Watching. Was that be circumspect? Watching surroundings. So right here, right? It said, for the days come, Luke 19 and 43. For the days shall come upon thee, that thy enemy shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side. Who? Who gonna do this? The same ones that's been doing it since the Greek Empire. This is Psalms. This is fire. Psalms 12 and 8. Right here it say, and keep the end on every side, man. Trying to lock Jake. 2/3 gonna be locked down, man. Ain't gonna be able to move. Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. See? So what wicked? The so-called white man. They finna bring up, it's gonna be another trench. And if you don't have that what's the Isaiah 33 and 6, it's gonna be curtains for you. It's gonna be curtains, man. This is Matthew 5 and 10. This is why we being, Lord willing, we be those men, Lord willing, man. But the Lord is building us up now. The Lord building up these men and these women for these things, for the time that's coming. It's Matthew 5 and 10. It reads, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. So, Lord willing, man. Lord, if it come to it, hey, Lord willing, the Lord give us the strength to get through it and overcome it. Like when Stephen got stoned, man. Lord willing. Like Paul was like, when when you read, and they was like, man, if you go to Jerusalem, man, it might kill you, man. Paul was like, man, he ready to die in Jerusalem, man. For the name of the Lord. They were like, man, don't go. He was like, hey, and what the Lord say? Man, let me get this. In Acts chapter 9, what was that, verse 16? And Paul was like, man, hey, so be it. This is Acts 9 and 16. This is dealing with Paul when you read this chapter. Because I was bringing this out at camp. Because these niggas talking about Paul letters ain't authority. What are you talking about? Right here, it say, but the Lord said unto him, to Ananias, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, and kings. Right? He went up to what's his guy? I can't think his name right now. I can't call his name for nothing right now. What's the guy name? Agrippa. Right? It say to bear my name before Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him, who Paul, how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Come on, man. See? And Paul was like, when you read that account, Paul was like, man, I'm ready to, hey, if I gotta die in Jerusalem for you, how about Shem Shah, so be it, man. And Matthew 5 and 10, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that's why I say this precept I just thought about. Which one of these I do got? This is Psalms 116. I guess this is the time to throw this in here. Psalm 116 and 15. And again it say, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So this is Psalm 116 and 15. And it reads, precious in the sight of Yahweh is the death of his saints. If it come to that, Lord willing. Lord willing. So back in Matthew, it reads, verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Same thing happened, man. They persecuted the prophets. And it's these same niggas that got YouTube channels, man, and a lot of subscribers. It's the same guys, man. Reincarnation is biblical. This is the one in Luke 11. 47, it reads, Woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them. Truly you bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your fathers, for they indeed killed them, and ye build their sepulchres. See? Therefore also said the wisdom of God, I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute, that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world may be required of this generation. It's these are the same guys over and over, man. Same guys over and over. The Lord is cold. Let me get this. Because I was thinking about this too. So this is Psalms 105. Because it was already set up, man. It was already set up that Israel was going to go through this, man. The whole fillet, 2/3 always went against the 1/3, man. This is Psalms 105 and 13. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yet he reproved kings for their thoughts. So like he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Which it happened. Which, it's all a movie. We got to live it out, play it out. It's just a part of the trials and tribulation, adversity and affliction. This is a part of sinning. And also, we mentioned, you got to mention that when you read in Romans 8, the Lord made us go off, and it was for Israel to learn righteousness and wickedness, man. You gotta learn. To be a righteous judge. You gotta understand both sides. And I was reading in was it Psalms 107? I think it was. Let's see if I can grab this real quick from the phone. Let's see, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and, which I done did a few lessons on. The sons of God being the fallen angels. But I was reading this. I think it's in Psalm 107. Let me see. Yep, Psalm 107 and 11, it reads, because they rebelled against the words of God and contemned the counsel of the Most High. Therefore, he brought down their heart with labor, and what? They fell down, and there was none to help. They, who? Israelites, fell down. We was cast down, man. As it say, you got Lamentations 2 and 1. When I read that, I just thought about a whole bunch of precepts to go with that, man. But I done did like 3 or 4 lessons on dealing with the sons of God, all the fallen angels. Anyway, Psalms 118. Was that 7? Yeah, I think it is. Man, the Lord did a number on us, man. Psalms 118 and 17, Salakia. So right here, it reads, Psalms 118 and 17, and those who the Lord have set up to endure to the end, Yahweh shall say that's men that has been born that's their last time coming through a woman. Another parable said, men standing here that shall not see death, not one hair on your head shall be touched, man. So we know the elect, and it is to tell you in Matthew 24. You know, Yahushua said if he didn't shorten the days up, no flesh should be saved. So we know the elect gonna be saved, man. It's just gonna be some, you know, that's gonna have to you know, be put to death because it's all prophecy. Prophecy got to be fulfilled. Psalm 118 and 17, it reads, I shall not die, Lord willing, I shall not die, but live and declare the works of Yahweh. Yahweh have chastened me sore, but he have not given me over unto death. And it's going to be for some, but some maybe going to have to get put to death. But so be it, because it's all prophecy, man. Revelation. It's all prophecy, man. This is Revelation 20 and 4. It reads, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, which is who? The elect of Israel, the 144,000 men. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their heads, upon their foreheads, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. So it's a part of the movie, man. You know, it's a part of the movie. The Lord said, I read John 15. The Lord said, they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. I start out with Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples that through much tribulation shall they enter into the kingdom of heaven. So be it. I'm gonna close with this, which is Philippians. I think it is. And you know, it's as Paul said in Philippians, it's more needful for us to be here anyway, man. Lord willing. Got too many P's and everything. Let me see. So this Philippians, yep, 1 and 21, it reads, for me to live is Mashiach, and to die is gain. See, so either way, man. Now what's the verse? Was that Romans? Is it Romans 14? Let me see. Maybe Romans 14. Bear with me here for a moment. Let me check this. Yeah, real quick. This is Romans 14. In 6 it reads, he that regardeth the day regardeth it unto the Lord, and he that regardeth it not the day, to the Lord he doeth not regard it. He that eateth, eateth to the Lord, for he giveth God thanks. And he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and God giveth thanks. So either 2/3 of those elect. For none of us liveth to ourselves, for none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. And whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. For to this end, Hamashiach both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and living. So, see, the hopeful elect, right here what Paul said, whether you live, right, and you die. So if you die in the name of Yahweh, you die in the work, then that means, like Paul said, was that 2 Timothy, you finish your work, man. So this is Philippians 1 and 21. But to me to live is Mashiach, and to die is gain. But if I live in the flesh, This is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I shall choose, I wot not. For I am in the strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Mashiach, which is far better. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you. See? And it tell you in Revelation 14 and 13, your works do follow you. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you. In having this conscience, I know that I should abide and continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith. Beautiful, man. I'm gonna close with this. This is Philippians. What is that? Oh no, man, I'm right here tripping. Let me scroll back up. Philippians 1 and 5. It reads, "For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach." Oh, I just thought about another one. Let me close with this one. Hebrews. This is Hebrews 10 and 32. This fire, man. You think about, you don't know, man, fuck that, man. As the head brother of the county, I always say, what if, man? What if you make it, man? Fuck thinking about if you're gonna die. What if you make it, man? What if you one of them that make it, man? What if you one of them that get beamed up, man? You see brothers getting beamed up. Fuck the negative. Fuck that. And it's a lucky for my Swahili, for my rude speech. But fuck that, man. What if you make it? This is Hebrews 10 and 32. But call to remembrance the former days. See? In which after you were illuminated, after you was reactivated to the truth, ye endured a great fight of affliction. Yeah, man. So the Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elder bishop and elders, great millstone, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all of Israel, ready accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four ends of the earth, the entire world. Shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akbar who are listening, learning. If you sisters who are listening, throughout tuning in, throughout for your precepts. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Hey, it's prophecy, man. Oh, you know something? I got to get this. And see, this is the thing that these devils don't understand. You can't, there is no more fear for the so-called white man than Jake, man. In the hopeful elect I'm talking about. In Ecclesiasticus, there is no more fear of death, man. There is nothing else the so-called white man can do to us, man. We fear Yahweh Shema Shah, man. But the Lord said, well, Yahweh shall say, fear him that can destroy you, man. Both soul and body. Forget him that can just maybe torture you or put you to death by, firing squad or cut your head off. Even if it came to a torture. You don't know what the Lord gonna, man, fuck Esau, man. Straight up, man. You gonna have to come get us, man. You gonna have to come get me. Ecclesiastes 41 and 2. And this is what the hopeful elect has learned, man. O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age. Where we at? In the last end of Esau's Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom. And is vexed with all things. We vex here, man. And to him that despaireth and has lost patience. So you got those that's, hey, they losing patience. That's why the scripture said, was it Hebrews 12? You got to keep your patience, man. It's saying to him that despaireth and has lost patience. Let me get the word despaireth real quick. See what this is. Show the loss of all hope. Ooh. Oh, what's that precept? Hold on, let me find this. Um, hold on. The brother bring this out all the time. I know it's in Wisdom of Solomon. It's a cause that reasoning offereth. Let me find this real quick. See, the niggas, these niggas, to them that lose hope, man. Yeah. They losing hope, man. Right, it say Wisdom Solomon 17 and 12. For fear is nothing else but a betraying. Right, we ain't going. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth, and an expectation from within being less. Let me go to the precept. I'm reading from Google. Let me go to the precept. Salakia. Bro, these niggas done lost the hope, man. So it's Wisdom Solomon 17 and 12. I don't know what I gotta highlight it. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors. Succors mean help, which reason offereth. So it say for fear is nothing else but a betraying. It's a betraying of the succors. I can never get that right. Which reason offereth, and the expectation from within. Right, you got your spirit in your flesh. Being less counted the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. So your flesh will play on your mind like, man, no, we don't want to do this. But your spirit, like, man, forget that, man. But this is, I'm making the point, this is what Esau has instilled in our people, man. The fear of death. When, if you die, nigga, that's the beginning. So let's go back to this. Ecclesiasticus. That's the beginning, man. Ecclesiastes 41 and 2. O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and is vexed with all things, and to him that despaireth and hath lost patience. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee. We think about the 7 sons, Eleazar. Come on, man. We got examples. When you read, was Ecclesiastes 2, right? In that whole chapter, man. Who called on the Lord and was forsaken, man? But we understand this is a part of sinning. Death is a part of sinning, man. That's why it's saying Isaiah 25, and death shall be swallowed up in victory, man. So what does this nigga Sakari talk about? We're gonna, after 1,000 years, we're gonna get translated again. What, nigga? What are you talking about? Ain't gonna be no more sinning. Israel gonna be all righteous. So why the hell they gonna be translated if ain't gonna be no sins? For fear is Salakia, Sirach 31, Sirach 41 and 3. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee and that come after. Reincarnation. We coming back, baby. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. And why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave, whether thou have lived 10 or 100 or 1,000 years. So the so-called white man done instill fear in our people. No, man. The so-called white man validation is no longer valid, man. As Beyond said, he lost the information age, man. The so-called white man is through. It's over. It's curtains, boy. You might well go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get you a chain, like I was saying at camp, and just sit and wait and see which one of the hopefully men gonna grab it at the end and say, "Come with me, boy." Hey, so Lord, when man is edifying. Till next time, I say Shalom. Hey, the wild for precept. Oh yeah, let's read this. Yep, Bayan Yasha Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Yep. Hey, and they tell you in Job 5, man, that the elect is going to be, say, thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, man. The beasts of the field shall not touch you, bother you, man. So we know the elect. What's that? Revelation 7, right? The 144,000. Then you got the unnumbered multitude of Israel. Hey, man, death is the beginning if it come to it. But it's saying Psalms 118 and 17. This is what we believe. You know, they tell you in Colossians 3 and 12, put on therefore as the elect. So as Psalm 118 and 17 reads, I shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord, man. Lord willing to the end. Shalom.